Hello everyone, it's Carrie, the artist who creates Skeriosities art dolls. Today's video I'm using a Skelita to create an Emily from Tim Burton's Corpse Bride. The body is a CA Cupid, and then I just replaced the head and one of the arms and one of the legs with the Skelita parts. I've made a Corpse Bride in the past and I used a Gulia for the face, but this one I've decided to do a little bit differently and try out the Skelita face, and I'm kind of happy with how she turned out. So as you can see in the background, I'm using pan pastels. They are my new go-to pastel. I have some Schminke and Rembrandt pastels, but I purchased a few of these colors, tried them out, and I love how soft they are. They're just like a really high quality artist pastel, and I didn't expect that. So they're highly pigmented, and I think they're beautiful. I love them. So if you're a beginner starting out and haven't purchased your pastel sets yet, I would recommend these, just buying a few colors to start with. But that's just my opinion, of course. I don't know if they would work as well for other people. I know that a lot of different artists prefer different supplies, but for me, these worked great. And as you can see, being that the Skelita face is white, I had to do quite a lot of blending and painting with them, and I just loved how they worked. I'm also using the colorless blender in some areas with the Q-tip, and that blends it out really well also. So with these pan pastels, I take them directly from the pan, as you can see, and then I blot them off on some paper towel before adding them to the face up. Some of the paintbrushes I'm using are just small paintbrushes that I've cut down to make into like a bristle brush, and they work really well in the small areas. It's just lots and lots of blending on this one. So at some point you'll see me using this tool. It's a it's kind of like an eyeshadow applicator, and when I purchased this quite a large set of pan pastels, they came with several different applicators that look very much like makeup, like eyeshadow applicators or a face sponge, and they work really well for blending. I'm using the smaller eyeshadow looking applicator for some of the blending on the face, particularly when I'm trying to use the colorless blender to blend it all in. I spent a lot of time adding layers, and I'm trying to build up the darkness, particularly around the outside rim of the eye. And then I'm going in with some of the pastel to build up color on the lips. I like to use pastels on the lips rather than pencil, just to give it that blended, highlighted look. And then go back in with pencil to give it some more definition. Here I'm using a Derwent watercolor, or it's a water-soluble metallic pencil. I have a small set of those. I think they come with like 12, but they're the Derwent water-soluble metallics, and they work really well for adding some color pops. I will say that they don't layer very well, so once you've used that, don't plan on using another watercolor pencil over top of it. You probably want to just use that as your last color. I hope that makes sense. So you're just going to see me adding lots of layers of color, a lot of blending, and then I go on to do the same on the body and the arms. I do a little bit differently, not for the skeleton portion of the arm and leg. I go in with some browns instead of the blues, just to give it that look from the movie. And then I also draw the teeth on the cheek where it looks like she's decayed, and then the rib cage that shows through the corset. So moving down to the body, I'll do the same kind of blending technique where I'll alternate colorless blender and the pastels. And periodically, you don't see it, of course, because I have to go outside to do it, but I will do layers of Mr. Super Clear in between just to set the work that I don't want to. Once I'm happy with what I've done, then I'll do the Mr. Super Clear sealer to set it, and then let it dry a little bit before starting again. That helps you build up layers a little bit better. So I'll let you just watch from here. If you like this video, I'd love it if you would give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, you can click the little bell or subscribe and then click the little bell to receive notifications on the future videos. And any of the dolls that I currently have available are in my Etsy shop. I'll have the link below. And you can also check out my work in progress photos on Instagram, Twitter, and all those social media sites. I'm at Skeriosities. They're just the same way that I have it spelled in YouTube. And thank you so much for watching. Please leave any comments or questions below. I'll do my best to answer them. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.